With new YOLO26 model, we can also do post estimation. So in this video here, we're going to see how we can run the new models with post estimation, but also do post tracking. So we're not just predicting it on individual frames, but it's tracking the pose over time. Let's just jump straight into it and see some examples on how we can set it up. If we start inside the Ultralytics documentation, we can go inside the task tab at the top. Then we have detection for bounding boxes, segmentation for segmentation mask, classification, where we just take the full image and get a class out, post estimation, and orange bounding boxes. So all these different tasks are supported with Ultralytics YOLO26 model out of the box, and here we can see that it's trained on human poses, so it's going to detect the key points in your wrist, elbow, shoulder, hips, and so on, and you can use that for all different types of projects. We already have projects covering like how you can build your own gym tracker that is counting how many squats you're doing, calculating the angles in your knees, and so on. So these models are available. Pretty much you can use them in the exact same way as the rest of the YOLO models. You can also train them on your own custom data set. So let's just jump straight into the code. I have a few videos that we're going to run through. First of all, the only thing that we have to do is just from Ultralytics import YOLO. We can specify which of the YOLO models we want to use. Medium is just a good standard one, and then we just have to specify -post.pt, and it's going to download the model automatically. So you can run the post estimation, but we can also run the post estimation plus tracking, and this is the exact same way you can do if you just want to use segmentation. You can just specify segmentation and all the different key points and all of that. And all the different key points and definitions, you can get that inside here. So there we can see the mappings for the different indexes in the key points. We have 17 key points: nose, left eye, right ear, left ear. So if you want to get those points or you want to map them together, pretty much just with all the links in between the joints and the key points, you can use this here. But we have utility functions taking care of that as well. So first of all, let's just run the post estimation without tracking so we can see the results. All we have to do is just call a predict method. I have the video here. We're going to save the results, and we're also just going to show it while it's processing. All we have to do is just go in, open up a new terminal. I will cd into my YOLO26 post. Here we have all the files, and we can just run python post estimation 26.py. Should be good to go here now. It will download the model automatically. First time you run it, you don't have to do it multiple times, but we can see how fast it downloaded the model. Now we can see we're just getting predictions. This is a pretty clear shot, and we're not running tracking right now. We can see we have around 50 milliseconds inference speed, so that's around 20 frames per second. And this is just running purely on a CPU, no optimizations or anything. Even the person here pretty far away, we get very good key points in the hands. Even the hands are a bit blurry. If we just run the exact same one on the tracking, just to compare the tracking with and without. And then let's run through some other examples. But this new model here, it's crazy fast, it's very good for CPU inference, and you can use it in the exact same way as all the other YOLO models. See, it's a bit slower. Now it's around 60 milliseconds instead of 50 milliseconds, but now we also get an ID, and we will track the key points way better across the frames, and we will not really miss any of the key point detections. So now we can see that it stays pretty much static down here, or it's not flickering with the detections, and we also have an ID. So this is pretty cool if you have multiple people in the frame. You can access the results in this way here. So for result in results, so it's just going to loop through all the detections that we have. So that's going to be one person, and then for each person you can extract all the XY coordinates and the normalized ones, and then also all the key points here. If you index the key points, this will just be a list that you can index with the indexes from the documentation that I just showed you. So I have a few more videos here that we can run through. So we have this person MP4. Person MP4, let's run it. Here we have lots of people walking in a daily setting, like just down the street. You see we get pretty good detections, even though some of them are pretty much occluded or like going side by side, we still have very good accurate post estimation. The legs here looks pretty good, and again then you can build out your own gym system or different projects that you can come up with based on post estimation. Again, you can apply post estimation to any object pretty much. This is just a pre-trained model out of the box as working on humans, but you can train it on anything. You're just defining points, and then we want to find those points and how they are connected together. So another cool one here is our people in office. Let's run that one. And you can set all the different parameters here as well. If you have any tracking settings that you want to optimize or fine tune, you can also fine tune the confidence score. So this is pretty much just a gate going in and out of an office. We start to get a detection here. We have the key points. And again, the key points, they have to be visual before it's detecting them. And while it's generating, because we have saved true, we will get all the different predictions here. So we have a track 1, 2, 3. So this is all the videos that we ran, and we will also get the output videos here. So this is pretty cool. This is how you can run post estimation with the new YOLO26 model. Go ahead and check it out. It's just a few lines of code, and you have it up and running on your own projects. Then it's about building the use cases on top of it. Hope you learned a ton. Hope to see you guys in one of the upcoming videos. Until then, happy learning.